All right, look. I say that to say this, right?
Keep it though. That's crazy. Keep it though, cause
Big balls.
Coco gave us some expired pretzels, and
What?
that thing is really
That's not true.
it's tricking me.
They ate all of them.
pretzels are smack.
They're talking about, we've been waiting for you to
I had
open
about
the bag.
pretzels
The
was
whole
smack.
time I
I
opened
had
the
about
bag, I
4
eat
of them.
one pretzel. I come back 2 seconds later, the whole bag is gone.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that thing
y'all
was smack.
greedy.
I was waiting.
It's expired.
They
I just
weren't
told my horror
expired.
story
I
about
just
being
bought
sick.
them. I hope you get sick for
Cold
life.
world, man. You think they love you? They really got your back with a knife.
You good?
Bless you, dog.
This I say that to say this podcast.
Sound like a mouse.
Hey, yeah, keep drinking, bro.
What's going on over that bitch in?
Coco, do it.
What?
Start us off. Say what I would say. Since you gave me these pretzels, I can't talk.
He can't.
Say it. This is the
What number?
be me. Go. Don't worry about what number.
Oh.
Go.
Shit.
This is the I Say That to Say This podcast. We're back again with another episode. Original cast, you feel me?
Original cash shit.
Missing my brother Bricky. Yo.
Me,
We ain't missing that working ass nigga, man.
Mike mad because Ricky got a job and he don't be here.
Wait, you said it like he don't have a job too.
I mean,
Reword that. No,
He
don't
work
reword
on
that.
the
You see how it go,
weekend.
Mike, right? Now, when it's your turn to bang, bang. See that? I love that. They
just
show some
shook his
division.
head.
Waiting on my time now.
I love it. Waiting on my moment. All right, raise them in the air. Wow, I missed that.
Why you? Bro, raise me.
Wow. I caught it too. Delayed.
What happened?
Wow.
I don't think he even get what happened.
Ooh,
Exactly.
he definitely did.
Crazy. I'm not above
Above
you.
you.
Not above you.
I'm not below you.
Below you.
I'm right here with you.
Hey, cheers.
Them pretzels was good though.
It was straight.
Y'all should know y'all ate all my
Them
motherfucking
shit was
pretzels.
gone. I told her to open the bag. I told her to open the bag. Them things was gone.
He probably ate them all for real.
I did though.
Right. Left it closed. Right.
Exactly.
One breath. Ridiculous.
There's
I
fire.
be fucking them shit up. Huh?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You owe me a bag of pretzels.
I got you.
They're the white yogurt covered
I'll
pretzels.
buy you two. One for me and one for you. I got you.
Then that's not buying me two. That's buying one for you and one for me.
Yeah, wow, that's really weird that you did it that way. That's like stingy.
I'm gonna buy you two.
I'm gonna buy you two, one for me and one for you.
I don't
Because
think
my
that's how it
presence is
works.
really the second gift, nigga.
Facts.
No, for
I'm
real.
eating with you.
Facts.
Crazy.
Y'all niggas, man.
Together.
You know, so we here with
What is
another
your
episode.
question?
We're gonna go right into it, man. We're gonna go right into it, man.
We
So
going
listen,
into-
I know you probably you don't have kids out of all of us, so
Nope. Not yet.
let's just say if you did, right? Would you allow your 17-year-old daughter, or just your daughter, period, to stay the night at other people's house? Are y'all cool with like sleepovers? Do y'all do that?
Not in today's time.
You don't? Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, I mean, I always tell my daughter to protect her innocence, and these are some weird times. I have seen my daughter. I confiscated her phone multiple times, and seen how other kids live their life. So you already lost my trust on that behalf. No matter how much that is your great friend and this and that and stuff like that, I see how that young lady is being raised. And I don't want you around that influence because I have grown up in the household with multiple cousins and stuff like that. And it's uneasy topics to talk about what goes on, you know, experiencing being in a household with a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me being a father that's afraid of what can occur and happen with my daughter going to somebody else's house.
So no
Right.
sleepovers for you. What about people sleeping over your house?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How about
Like,
you?
Why they
Coco?
can't come to your house?
To be quite honest with you, the same, like, my house is safe. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want, I have to practice what I preach. If you can't go to their house, they can't come over here. Because you never know. It's a weird time. I've seen things happen. I have a best friend, used to have a best friend who was accused of something. Still waiting on the say so on that. And that really hit me home because if he's actually guilty of what he's accused for, shit, Lord be with him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't allow that at all.
No,
What
that
about
makes
you,
sense.
Coco?
I allow sleepovers personally, but not just like she came home and it's like, Mom, can I go to Jane's house? Who the fuck is Jane? Like, no. So I have to at least know the parents, feel comfortable. I have to also have like been to their home. I would feel better, and this is, no offense to males, I would feel better if like there wasn't guys in the house, just because things happen and a lot of times, like, you don't know that there's girls getting raped at home by their own fathers. So you don't know whose household you're leaving your child at, and that is scary. So I would just say, if I'm comfortable enough, like, we have to be friends basically for me to be like, yes, my daughter can stay at your house.
Still, that's scary.
But
man.
I will say I do allow my daughter to have sleepovers. Like, I'm like the party mom, like, for kids, where I throw sleepovers, parties, all that, all the time. So everyone's usually comfortable with their kids at my house.
Yeah, I think that's like I said, I don't have any, but as a person, a kid that, as a kid that used to have sleepovers, or go to sleepovers, my mom was the strict mom, the overbearing mom that would say like no, right? But then I would have to like fight her with it and things like that, or sometimes I would do things or sneak out. You know what I'm saying? The more sometimes you get the no, sometimes you rebel. Then after a while, but then my mom was like that in the sense of, all right, where are you going? Who is this? Let me get their number, all that. So that's what like I appreciated in that sense of my mom doing, because there are some moms that's like, oh yeah, sure, and don't know who Jane is, right?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying, or don't know that information. So I think it's if you're good within like a precaution, like you say, like you know the person, obviously more comfortable with the person, you've met that family. Definitely, like I said, as much as I used to get annoyed with like, oh, my mom got my friends' numbers or all that like exchange, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like kids gonna be kids. What happens? Oh, obviously we're doing a sleepover or anything, and I'm gone or whatnot or missing or something like that. She at least got those people's numbers and everything like that. So I think if you take the right precautions
Addresses.
for it, and you know what I'm saying, for it, addresses, all that, then yeah, I think that's.
And it can't be
I would do
co-ed.
for my
It cannot be a co-ed sleepover.
Oh,
either.
that's 100%. As kids
not.
be
Nasty.
kids, I
It's just
remember-
nasty. These kids is nasty out here.
Right.
nasty.
say-
Yeah, them
I'm on the
ones
same
that we-
page.
They 11 years old talking about, can I clap them
I'ma be
cheeks?
honest,
Like, what the fuck
this
you know about
today
that?
time, it don't even matter if it's co-ed. I had to have a hard talk with my daughter. You feel me? So it doesn't matter if it's co-ed or not. So some of these little girls be secretly liking your little girl. You never know. So,
Point.
it's a
God
weird
damn.
Point.
time.
That's true.
Point.
That's
Big
crazy.
point.
That's why I said when you confiscate them phones and you see the most horrific shit.
Right.
Like
It's just scary.
right up under your nose. Everything that I try to protect you from.
You right in there.
It's getting exposed by somebody
Other
else's
people.
household.
Right. A lot of these kids starting to
I've
get homeschooled
always
for that
been
reason.
big on like sleepovers. I like sleepovers. Like I like hosting sleepovers. I like being that energetic pops
Parent,
running
yeah.
around, being involved. So I'm for sleepovers. I just want to make sure I know the person, know the parents, do the interview.
Right. The interview.
Yeah, for sure, do the interview. Cause
And,
Yes,
and
it's
to
about
me, in
the
this day and age, like it's hard for kids to be social. Like they don't play outside
kinda
no
help
more.
them when-
yeah, like they don't play no more like the outside, like go outside type of thing. So I think like that's a tradition that helps kids still be social. Like, oh, can this person come over to my house? Can I over the house? That's like their way of still being social. It's like one of those.
It also
old
depends
school
on the
traditions.
individual because
Facts.
I speak on a traumatic past.
Right.
Right. Fred past might not be like mine. You know what I'm saying? Where he's hosting sleepover, everything is cool, copacetic, and you have a great time. I tried those before. You feel me? Unfortunately, I had older cousins who had older girls. My experiences come from a deep, deep place. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, it is the person, what they've been through too.
That's
you
true.
know. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Let's say you're going through a breakup. A breakup, a divorce, whichever one. So y'all live together.
Oof.
If you're going through a breakup while you're living together, should you still see other people?
But
Who going first? Who gonna take this one first?
That's tricky, right? If I'm going through a divorce, I'm petty as shit. Fuck no. You can't be seeing nobody while you still living with me and shit
No,
like
do
that.
you see other people?
No, yeah.
Oh,
Both ways.
Either
Go
way,
ahead,
I
take it
wouldn't
on.
even disrespect it because, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to clear this shit up because imagine me taking this situation to somebody that I find interest with. Hey, I find interest. I like you. But by the way, my soon-to-be ex-wife or girlfriend is still living with me. How you think that's gonna go? it ain't gonna go good for me.
Yeah,
No
most
way.
people wouldn't be comfortable with that.
They wouldn't be
situation,
comfortable.
no
So
way.
I'm like, let's clear this up immediately. Get this shit out the way. That way I could be up front with the person I have interest in. I just think it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
you should
Just old feelings.
You should
involved.
wait till everything is clear and y'all
Agreed.
both move out the house.
Because
and see
old,
other
old
people.
feelings can be involved.
Yeah, that's like-
let's say we know for a fact we want to break up, and people lose interest in each other until somebody else have interest in your ass. Now is chaotic. Like, so you want to do what you ain't do for me, you want to do for that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? It can get real chaotic, man.
Yeah.
How about you,
Yeah.
Coco? You think you guys should see other people?
I think that it's circumstantial. There's like, generally, no. I don't think that you should see other people while you're still involved with someone still being in the home that you used to be involved with. Because like Mike said, it's messy. It can get super messy. You guys may still hook up just on some random shit. I don't know. Or the other person you're newly dealing with is having to be like, what are you doing at the house? Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be uncomfortable all the way across the board. And then jealousy plays a part in everything, especially
part.
to the old person who's seeing you go out every night doing shit. Like, it's too messy personally. But the reason I say it's circumstantial is because when you said relationships versus divorce and things like that, some people end up in marriages and divorce may take fucking 2-3 years or, a really long time to end. So it's like, do they really have to sit there the entire time and wait for that? Like, what if they moved out? I feel like if they've moved out and they're like in the divorce process or whatever the case is, and there's no ties to the other party,
If they moved out, then that's
Yeah,
then
agreed.
it
only
changes
question,
the
yeah.
scennario a bit. You know what I mean? Because they could at least
It's
have
only if
ways
they're
to move
together.
on. But if they're still living in the
same
household,
house. Yeah.
nah, I feel like it's too messy to partake in personally.
Yeah, agreed. It's messy and it's like, you haven't even fully like healed from not seeing that person, bro. Like you still seeing like even if like I guess you've like somewhat physically moved on from the person, like mentally I know you haven't because you still seeing that person
Right.
on like, you know what I'm saying? So to
Regular
go on to
basis.
like a whole nother person when you haven't, like sometimes you need that gap of not seeing the person physically so you can move on mentally to even then date another person. Now you gotta trying to date another person
it's not
still
fair to the
come in
person
a
you date.
negative space.
Right.
And like a negative
you bring
space
all
and
that
still
trauma to
yeah,
your new
like it's just like
relationship.
you happy and then at one point you like then you all back
Right.
to the shit again, and you happy because you dating this person. Your emotions is gonna be like the word I've been using this
Haywire.
year, peak and valleys. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be up and down the whole fucking time.
Would you say
so
peak and balance?
peak and valleys, like peaks and valleys, or whatever.
I
so,
like it.
Yeah, thank you.
I like it.
We might title that. We might
Your
title
fire
that.
title. Oh, your fire
There we
title.
go. That's why you made the title for this.
How you feel about sharing your location? With your partner?
That boy got hesitant. quick.
With who you dating?
So it's funny. So in a past relationship, I was very, very against it. Like I used to hate it. I told her to give me 3 reasons why I have to share my location with
You
you.
was made for podcasting.
Like
3.
yeah, like I was like, give me 3 reasons.
What were they?
Under.
Well, no, she didn't give me
Under 90
she didn't give
seconds.
me
Oh,
any
shit.
valid fucking besides safety. Like I understood 100% the safety reason, right? Like, and I was like, I mean, and I'm a communicative person. I tell you, hey, I made it to the podcast. Hey, we're done with the. So I'm very communicative in the sense of like I'll tell you where I'm at and what I'm doing. So it's like it's not in the sense of not knowing where I'm at. So why? You know what I'm saying? Before location, people made it this shit out. So. But as I got, like, obviously in the relationship or whatever, and I buckled, because niggas always sometimes you buckle and compromise with your
Okay.
lady. Sometimes certain shit just
I
to,
think that's a new
Just to
school.
appease
That's a
the
new
other
school
party.
type.
sometimes
thing,
you just like, to avoid or whatever. Like at first I was like, I'll do it for like a day, and then I didn't. Then it went back to a fight. So I was just like, bro, I'll just continue doing it, whatever. But it was just in the sense of like, now I got accustomed to it that I was like,
It don't
I
really
guess
matter.
I guess I found the reason why in a sense, and it is like for safety reasons. It's like, yo, like your tire got
Saeed,
flat.
your ass is rambling, bro.
What happened?
You got a long ass, like you know, you got a 757 plane. You in the air, you ain't land that bitch yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
So
telling-
basically, he
I'm
used
telling
to be
the
against
experience
it,
with
and
the story,
now
nigga.
he's fine with it.
Why are you doing it? Like, I guess it's for race safety. Bitch.
So no,
It's like he's
just
still thinking about his answer.
Yeah, no,
So
it's-
are you with sharing location or you not with it?
it's one of them things. Like, yeah, I am now. Before, but I'm telling you how I felt before and how I was now. Because I
Right.
just had this conversation like pretty recently.
You took her down the street, round the corner, bought some chips, went up the street.
So he's
It's-
fine with it.
Pretty experiences is what the question, man.
Okay. Coco.
Share
Look
the
at that.
wrong
Oh.
one.
That's smart.
You know, I
Coco.
got
How
you.
Leave
you
me
feel about
alone.
sharing your location?
I personally don't really like it, but I do. Just to be real, like I share my location with all my siblings, but as far as my relationship goes, like I do share my location now. But I used to feel like it was really controlling. Like, why the fuck do you know where I'm at every second of the day? Like, I don't like answering to people. I've never liked answering to people. I don't know why. I just don't. So to me, it was kind of like you keeping tabs on me all the fucking time, and I didn't like feeling like that. And kind of like Saeed said, it was just kind of like it ended up being one of those things where, well, what do you have to hide? Why is it an issue? It's for safety, blah, blah, blah. And I also caved, and now I just don't really give a fuck because I don't be hiding shit. So it is what it is. So I do share my location.
Thank you for listening to
Now.
my experience, Coco.
No problem.
I feel heard.
Mike, what about you?
That shit new school as fuck.
Agreed.
Sharing locations and shit like that. I got two phones, an iPhone and an Android. I ain't never hear about a bitch saying share your location with me. First of all, when I leave and go somewhere, I know the importance of like I may need a mental space. You feel what I'm saying? Just I hear all that safety shit, but me being me, you already know I can handle mine. And if it is, what the fuck can you do if I'm miles away?
Yo. I'm out. Come get me.
Like
Come here, it's 5 niggas. I need you.
You feel me?
You the
Like,
one.
I was, you
Specifically.
don't,
Need your hands.
like I was out of town at a battle rap event and something occurred and happened and shit like that, right? I know my wife's location, but I still got 4 hours and 6 minutes to get there. So what the fuck sharing the location gonna do for me and shit like that? I just
Well, you
think,
can help her because it doesn't have to be like, oh, she got robbed or whatever. Like, she may be stranded somewhere. She
man,
may have
it's
passed
so
out
much
or
device.
something.
It's so much
and-
things you can do with these devices. Click 3 times, 911 can get to you way faster than me. I promise you.
It's not even.
That's
it's
not what I'm saying.
it's not
I'm
even
saying
I
to
didn't know
know
that.
where she's at, to be
Click
able
what
to
3 times?
contact someone.
Facts.
For instance, I had a situation where there was a friend of mine that I was talking to over the phone. We lived in completely different states, but I had their location. It was a male. He was really sick. And so he wasn't answering the phone. Like sick, like he needed a hospital for real, but didn't
That's a
want to
different
go.
scenario.
And so I kept calling. He wasn't answering the phone. So eventually I called 911 and I sent them to where his location was at. And he needed medical
See, shit
assistance.
like that. That's what I'm.
See, the
So-
thing is, like, okay, let's say she's somewhere stranded, flat tire. You don't know what street you
Right.
on.
It's circumstantial.
Drop the
For
location.
sure.
But you know what also work? Click this motherfucker 3 times to send an emergency signal.
My shit was
Now,
called
I'm
911
interested
on
in that.
accident
What do
earlier.
you click 3
You
times?
Like-
click your
like
thing
the
3
side
times.
button.
You can click the
It's
side
okay. It's
button.
iPhone stuff, Ray. You wouldn't know nothing about it. Anyways,
Is it just iPhone?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Android got their
You
versions
probably got
too,
the
you know
emergency
what I'm
thing
saying?
too, but yeah, you.
but it's
click-
not the click 3
It's
times.
just boom boom and it goes.
But
Shut up. I'm trying to-
I don't believe sharing locations for safety reasons. I believe it's for, hey man, meet me here.
1,000%.
I have parked here. You can't find me. I'm right here. It's gonna pinpoint you right here. It's multiple people who had to pick up merchandise for my job. You know, I don't know my goddamn. I know I work for City Furniture, but I don't know the goddamn address. All right, let me share my location with you. Pull up in this parking lot right here. Perfect. Boom. But just keeping it on. Hey, babe, I'm here 24/7.
No, agree.
Yeah, they got
It's-
options where it's like you can share it like
For,
just
like,
where
in-
you're at right now, or you can share it
Indefinitely.
indefinitely where it's always on, or you can share it for the rest of the day.
So
there's,
which
like,
one?
three
Which
options.
one are you cool with? All of them?
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
no,
indefinite should be
it's
for the
fine.
kids,
I don't
right?
care.
You cool with all of them?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
kids
should
gotta
be
keep
good.
it on.
The
And
kids should
I'm
have
gonna
the
agree with
indefinite
you.
reason.
I'm gonna agree with you. Sharing locations, besides like someone giving you a reason, the whole 100% to share locations indefinitely is because that person has somewhat of a trust issue and they want to know. I'm 100% agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Is a new school way of doing it. But like you said, it is circumstantial. Sometimes you just like, look, I'm not trying to fight with you. I have nothing to hide. It is what it is. So I just You just sometimes do it. On the other hand, you just like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
think the kids benefit on the safety part of it.
Yes.
You know, indefinitely.
But not in a relationship.
When you got an adolescent child, you feel what I'm saying, and you know for a fact, I'm giving you this phone already for safety to contact me, but I need to know that you're in school. But how does the child feel? I know when I was in school, shit, senior skip day, I'm skipping.
big fact.
Early release, I'm going to get some pussy.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, didn't you imagine your mama know where you at? You ain't in the motherfucking school.
Facts.
She pull up
I
outside.
mean, there's ways of hiding your
Get your
location.
ass.
There's ways of hiding your location.
Let me
so
ask
you
you
good.
something. Do ladies give up their number sometime in fear that the man is going to act crazy if you don't give it to him?
No. Oh, hold on. I'm only speaking for myself. I don't, but I've heard situations where women do, especially depending on where you are. So somebody I was dating was from Chicago, and I'm used to being like, no, like, and walking up. I ignore people like really hard, like to the point where like I'll act like I didn't even fucking hear you talking to me and just keep walking. That's just how I operate. Like I'll look busy on purpose, or I look like I'm on my phone. I'll have like a mean mug on my face because I don't want you talking to me. That's how I usually operate.
People gonna see this
But
and
in
know now.
Chicago, apparently,
I know what you're doing. I seen the episode, Coco. Turn around. I'm trying to get with you now.
But in Chicago, apparently it's different. Where like guys will like try to murder you apparently
that
for
shit
not giving
happened
up your
in-
number. So
That
the
shit
person
happened
I
in,
was
like,
with
New
had
York,
to
I
warn
think.
me. He was like, "Hey, if somebody's like just you don't gotta, but like don't be a bitch basically because these niggas out here is wild." And I was like, "What?"
On phone there.
So yeah, on phone
now.
now. So anyways, I guess it depends on where you are. If you're scared for your life, give them the fucking phone number and keep it pushing. Just block them or whatever you got to do for you to get yourself out of the situation. But on a regular basis, absolutely not. Like, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't care if you call me a bitch as I'm walking away. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
So
That's crazy.
let me ask you this. Have you ever had somebody in a friend zone spending money on you that you knew
Oh, that's a yes.
you
Like-
knew had no chance? Like you
Coco
knew
be
that
giggling
you
for
knew
that.
they had no chance.
Damn, Coco.
Coco be having to tell.
Why are you asking
Coco
these
has the best stories.
questions? This is crazy.
Y'all get y'all thoughts together because men
Coco
do
be
it
having
too.
to tell.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't do
Did
no
your
shit
knee
like
just
that.
pop?
never,
Answer the
no.
question.
Relax.
You acting
That's
crazy.
crazy because the mic didn't pick it up. You
I
had
picked
to
it
call
up.
it out.
It came on the mic.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
spitting stuff.
Let us scratch again.
Right.
Thank you.
Let us scratch again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
What do you mean
Obviously.
Not obviously.
All
Try the story.
Yeah, obviously.
Story
I
time.
don't feel like I know any woman in the world who just like, unless you just always were in one relationship or something, there's always men trying to buy your attention or do certain things for you, even if it's just like hanging out, but they didn't paid for your whatever the fuck while you guys were out. So
Can you
yes.
share a story?
See, this is why you
It's
niggas
like a
can't be
few.
simps and shit like that.
Facts.
You fucking it up.
Facts.
Sometimes they maybe act like this a good friend, huh?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
these niggas be knowing though.
I mean, okay, so I had a friend that was like, the fucked up part is where we're whatever really close, like friend wise.
Facts.
So it was difficult for me because I genuinely cared about the friendship, but I didn't care for them in a way of like romantically.
They loved you.
Yes. So we did hang out all the time, and yeah, when we were together, like if we ate or something simple, like yeah, usually they would front the bill or whatever. But I mean, I don't know, like if they didn't have a shot because I just wasn't into them romantically. So that would
But you allow them to keep spending bread.
But it wasn't like spinning bread where they're buying me a bunch of shit. And if they did, it was like mad random. Like I didn't see them for a long time, and then I go hang out and they got flowers
Did
at
you
the house
tell
or
him
something.
that
Yeah.
you
He
were
had no
not
shot.
no shot?
Yeah, I told them like I only see
I would
them
have
as
hit
a
you with that
friend.
shit from the wood. You let that other nigga hit.
And the messed up part is like this person like knows a lot about me because we are really close, and I have spoken to this person about like the current relationships I was in, the past relationships I was in. So it would be kind of like a line like that indirectly, like, oh well, you X, Y, and it's like, but I just wasn't into them physically in that way for me to get past anything else. Because the thing is like we had a really good mental connection, like we always had a great time, but I just couldn't physically get into it. So I don't know if that's bad, because there's been times in our friendship where they would leave like and not want to talk to me anymore.
Wow.
Because they couldn't handle
was too
being
much.
around
Yeah, they
me.
saw like okay.
without it
Where it
being
was like
too hard.
my feelings are too strong and like I can't take like hanging out with you knowing that I don't.
Did you ever try to break apart the friendship just because of that?
I did not know. They
he was
did.
spending
That's what I'm
bread.
saying.
Because you were still benefiting from it.
Wait, whoa.
That's
That's
the
not
truth.
what I said. I
I'm
did not
messing
say
with
that
you.
at all. Okay, good, because they're going to eat me alive in the fucking comments.
go-
I did not say that at all. It had nothing to do with me benefiting from them because I don't feel like I benefited from them at all outside of just having someone I could genuinely have an outlet
He was
with.
spending money too.
But you guys keep saying that. I'm just like, the only thing he would spend money on is like maybe if we got food. Like it wasn't like he was taking me on dates or anything like that. It wasn't buying me gifts. It wasn't like no romantic ass gestures. It was just
Okay,
like,
yeah.
You were just a homie then.
Yeah, that's just home.
I did that before.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Okay,
I'm thinking
one of y'all got.
I'm thinking in
a
a sense
shorty.
of
But he's making that time and energy, that investment is with the time and energy.
Right.
So he's saying, hey, he's a good friend, he's a good story, he knows all about you. Girl, that's work.
right. But we've been friends since like middle school.
That's
Like,
work since middle school.
So he been wanting you since middle school.
damn.
I had a.
You ever had a girl then? How about that?
Yeah, I had a.
You walking on eggshells. You worry
Yeah,
about what the
I
comments
had a-
gonna say.
nah, I don't give a fuck.
I had
I
a-
just want
I
to
had
make
a,
sure it's the
Nah,
right
Coco
story
be
they
fighting
give.
back. Coco be fighting back in them comments. Yes.
You ever had a shorty that you was stringing along? She had no chance. She was spending bread.
Well, not me. So all of them had a chance, goddamn it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
All of them had a chance.
I was the guy. You feel what I'm saying? Spending money. You feel me? And always interested, but the female
Leaving
wasn't
you alone.
interested. Like for instance, I have my god sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Jessica. I'm gonna tell it.
About to snitch on you, Jess.
But they don't. But like ever since elementary and shit like that, I always been. I used to be so super duper attracted to my god sister. You feel me? I used to do all type of shit. I'm talking about I'm spending my last on lunch money. I'm doing every and anything with a point like the family thought we was gonna end up together, but we never did. But she is still currently to this day like one of my favorite persons. You feel me? And we tell a story. Her husband, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Rashawn, you know, he knows about it and stuff like that. Because when she used to get with dudes and stuff like that, I used to be mad as fuck. You feel me? I used to do everything, but, you know, the stars just ain't aligned for us. And I'm happy because, you know, I be genuinely happy for my god sister. You feel what I'm saying? Just to see her smile and glee and living her truth and stuff like that is cool. She's great friends with my wife. You know, we done did everything as a family. Her family still accepts me to this day. You know, we could do any and everything together. Feel me?
But that's the opposite of what you asked. 'Cause
No,
you
I
were
was
spending the
actually
money.
that guy.
He was the guy.
I was the guy.
Okay,
He
so
was
you
the
never
guy.
had it the other way around though, where the woman was spending money or doing whatever
Yeah,
for
but
your
see,
attention.
I mean,
and you
yeah,
just
she
weren't
did, but I
interested.
still clapped though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Niggas is built different.
Like, I see the advances and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm
So
saying?
she got
Like,
the
it was
chance.
girls like they was just like,
I'm weird.
you know what I want you and shit like that. All right, well let me go ahead and
Let me hit that
Let me go
real
ahead and
quick.
stuff your ass up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff y'all.
Lord.
This
is
nigga
horrible.
You ever
here.
had that?
Yeah, this shit happened to me.
You
in
had
middle-
a girl.
Oh
You
no,
were the
no, no!
guy.
I was
Which
the
one?
guy. I was the guy.
We want the
Oh,
opposite. Do
No,
you have
we
the
want either
opposite?
one. Let me
But
tell
I
you.
was the
No, I was a
opposite,
guy. It was in high school, freshman year, or whatnot.
Y'all telling old stories. I want to know something recent.
Nah, ain't no, recent. I would never do that. It's against my code. I can't do that.
Good
But
code.
in high school, her name was Megan Valerio. I remember, and whatnot. Still, I mean, I don't talk to Megan today, but whatever. But her family loved me. Used to walk her to school all the day, every day. Friends just
All
like,
the
oh,
day.
everyone's seen that. Like I'll buy her presents, buy her all that as a freshman and anything like that. Ask my mom, oh, you know, can I get money to buy at the little ice cream truck? Hey, can I, things like that. Nothing. My boys dated, everything along the lines of that. I just got nothing. It was always, you a bestie, you a good friend. I was like, oh, yep, nope, never happened to me again. That was like my PTSD and whatever.
Damn.
'Cause-
PTSD. over
yeah,
that?
because it was like, I was so close to her. Like, she would tell me everything on the phone. Like you said, the time and energy that like you put into somebody, and then you not getting like that investment
What
back
you
or
want.
the interest back, but you going to like other people that you know are like not good for you. You complaining. So I was just like, nah. And it happened like 2-3 years, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
So you stopped talking to her altogether.
No, she moved. So she moved and everything like that, and so we just drifted apart, type of thing. So that's the only reason why. But we cool.
Frey, what about you?
Yeah, I've had females
buy your attention.
Like spend bread on me and stuff like that.
Why are you talking so low all of a sudden? Speak up, nigga.
What you mean? It's not.
You gotta walk us through it.
You gotta know how to.
All this, any other time he's, no.
Why you say
so
you
we
know
always
when
say
he was kind of agreeing with me?
No, he wasn't. Mike always agrees with me. Relax.
She said Mike always agrees
no
with
one
me.
agrees
Relax.
with
You
you.
see?
No one agrees
You see
with
what I'm telling you? That's the box you in. Everybody see it. Yeah, I've had females, but I've never really stringed one along. Like knowing they had no chance and didn't up front tell them like what it is. You know, I'm blunt, so I never have like just sat there.
You're like, just so you know, I'm fucking hella bitches.
Like I never
to their face.
I don't
okay.
you know. I've never had that. And I've never been the guy, like spending bread either, and knowing like it won't nothing like that. So
No, not really.
Nah.
Okay, but if you did, the girls that did try to like buy your time or whatever, how did you let them down? Like, did you just like I'm not into you like that?
I'm just honest. So I would hang out,
right,
and all that, but
and let them spend.
it's kind of like what he said. Like I would. They know what's up. They
Off
know
top.
like we're not about to be together, or we just having sex right here, or whatever it is. Like I never led nobody along.
But I feel like it don't count if you had sex.
It don't count
That's
to
what
what?
he just said. It don't. Then you weren't stringing them along technically because.
Yeah, I said I have never strung nobody along.
Okay.
You got any more?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, we good.
I feel like you're curling your toes, but you got the four, so we
Yeah, I
can't
know.
see.
So you can't see them because they
Relax.
covered.
Do you feel the need to? Do you feel the need to have your partner's passcode to their phone?
No,
Why not?
no. I've done that. It gave me.
You just hit a nerve for Fred. That's the friend meter.
So you have done it.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you required the passcode to your girl's phone, why? Take me there. Why did you feel like you needed that passcode?
I never
did they have yours too?
No, I never felt like I needed the passcode. It was given to me. Like I gave them my passcode. I knew their passcode type of thing. And with that passcode,
Why?
It was just one of those like you want to like a relationship. You need to get in my phone real quick. Here's my passcode. Okay, like cool. And you remember the passcode. I'm good with numbers, so I can remember.
Was it to show them like how much you trust, or it would just?
Oh, why'd I give him my passcode?
Why did y'all do that?
Like I said, like she's like, hey, can you go on my phone real quick? Here's my passcode. So I was like, all right, cool. Passcode, can you look for this? Because they were occupied, so I looked into their whatever. And that's how I remembered their passcode. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I remember their passcode. And with that or whatnot, like when you have someone's passcode, even though you're not that type of person, sometimes your mind wanders and you do shit that you do shit that you don't want like you usually do and whatnot. And I did it once and I said, nope, I'll never do that shit again.
Was that the one time?
You went through their phone?
Yeah, I went through the phone.
Was that time that girl was like talking shit about you?
No, okay, so it was
like,
twice then. So it was twice then. All right, so I had it like twice.
It was twice.
It was twice then. But
he gay.
Or not, yeah. So fuck that goddamn girl. But so the second time I looked in their phone, whatever, and it's I've come to realize you see shit that you think you whatever, like you just search for shit, whatever, and you just like, nigga, fuck this. So I was like, no,
what
never
you
done it
see?
again.
Her talking
just
to
like
guys?
Yeah, niggas flirting with her. Even though it's not bad, you search for shit. Because you searching for something, you gonna try to search for something even if there's nothing really there. A nigga could flirt with her a certain way,
still gonna be
and
irritated.
she can reply with "thank you." Bitch, what the fuck you replying with "thank you"?
Right.
Don't reply like
No, for
or
real.
like a heart like you looking for shit that even if it's innocent,
Right.
because you searching everything in your eyes is negative. So that's why I said I'm
That's a
not
good
doing
ass
that shit
point.
again. Whatever. So
What about you, from a female's perspective? Have you ever felt the need to have your partner's passcode?
Not the need to, unless I don't trust them. So
you've been in that situation.
yeah, like where like we came across a situation where I've lost trust for you, and so at some point it's like, well, for some reason it gives you some sort of sense of security all of a sudden, like, oh, I can check and see if he's doing something behind my back. But what I've learned is it really does nothing besides add more stress to your life, because then you just sit there pondering what's in the phone. You wait for them to fucking go to sleep so you can look at the goddamn phone. Then you always find something, even if it's something that may be semi-innocent, because you're always looking for something. So my thing with that is, if you look, you're going to find what you're looking for, or at least something close, or you're still going to be bothered by it. So fuck it. Like, either give them the trust that you should have in a relationship anyway, or don't fucking be with that person.
Right. I believe
Passcode.
I believe in not knocking on doors you don't want open. You feel me? Like I have not asked for a passcode, but I made their ass open the phone before. You feel me?
My boy, check
you
open
know,
that shit now.
You find shit that you don't want to find. And I'm pretty sure one time I done woke up plenty of time before my phone gone. She was going around the corner and going through everything. She done spoke to 10 girls.
You done hopped out the shower with the
You feel
towel.
me?
Yo.
Where the fuck my goddamn phone at? You know, get the phone back and I got 12 messages from girls I used to talk to and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I think things are nowadays, it's really innocent. And if you're a person of stature, you can get messages and it can be innocent. For instance, I'm in promotion, Fred in promotion. People can hit us up and it can be innocent. Or they might send us some flirtatious shit and we never even pay attention to it. But they see the person that was flirtatious and they possibly told you either stay away from that person
All of a
or
sudden,
warned you
right,
for
right,
that
right,
person.
right.
And you don't want to say nothing because it opens up a goddamn wildfire of things. You feel what I'm saying? So
Especially
I
if
don't
somebody
knock
you used
on
to deal
doors.
with.
I do not, exactly. I don't knock on doors. Somebody can hit me up and say, hey, Mike, I see you. I'm proud of you. You feel me?
Who the fuck is
Why the
that
fuck
bitch?
they proud of you?
Because I'm doing stuff.
Good.
You know?
Doing good. What the hell? What
So-
you talking about?
So I don't believe in that shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so before we go too far, I want to make sure we get this.
Actually, I got a question. Hold on.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, so something that I saw, right, that I want to know your thoughts about, and I kind of like agreed to it a little bit. A submissive woman actually controls a man. Right? I want to know, like, what's y'all viewpoint on that statement as men and as obviously women?
I'm gonna take your word. Agreed.
What are you agreeing
Agreed.
to?
A submissive woman can actually
Oh,
control
what was
a
the
man.
question? So I was just wondering what you were agreeing to. Okay.
What?
Because he asked it in the form of a question, so I'm like, well, what are you agreeing
No, that was a
to?
statement, and he wanted our views on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The viewpoint
See, I've been
on that.
misunderstood.
I got you 3 times this show.
Okay, thanks.
Curl the toes. No. I agree. For me, a
Exactly.
submissive woman could actually, if done the right way, control a man like me.
Everybody's situation scenario different. We done seen plenty of submissive women still get dogged and ragtag. So,
Ran right over.
you know, it could be a higher percentage, of course, because who doesn't want somebody submissive? If you submissive, I'm happy as fuck. I'm coming home. I'm bringing home the bacon. I'm the groceries. I'm doing anything that you ask me to because
okay.
I know for a fact you already are in a position of doing what I ask of you.
You feel appreciated.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's some people that's just like, man, their ego is like, yeah,
take
you're supposed to
advantage
be
of it.
like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got men like
I'm-
that too.
I'm
Facts.
gonna find more like you. You feel me? Because you can't please them 100%. Just because you submissive, that don't mean you're 100% pleasurable.
Facts.
So
That's
Good
true.
one, good
I
one.
like
That's
that.
true. That last
How do you feel
line,
like that?
For sure.
What's your thoughts on
Nah,
that?
like that. Actually, what you said, that last line about like just because you're submissive doesn't mean that you're pleasing them all the way, whatever the fuck. I feel like I've seen in both scenarios where men will have a submissive woman at home, and they'll still be outside because that
Fucking
woman's
around.
listening to whatever he says. So it's like she gonna do what I tell her to do while I'm out here doing what I want to do.
facts.
And so it's like a 50-50 thing, because then there's other people who don't want to necessarily take advantage of you. They just want to make sure that they're coming home to a peaceful environment and blase. So I just feel like it depends on the person. So I can't answer it like with a definite like yes or no. I think it depends on the man himself. Like if he's a leader and he's actually doing things to provide and make sure he's holding down the household, then as a woman, it shouldn't be an issue to submit to a man like that who's taking leadership in the right ways. And that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
And that's all I gotta say.
That's all she wrote.
All right. Let's play this question that got sent in.
They send you a
What's
lot of
going
questions.
on? It's your boy Blue from California. I just want to know, for people that's in a relationship and they live together, how soon or should you at all have a joint bank account?
That's it?
That's a good one.
Hell no.
Soon?
H2O. No, I'm playing. I don't agree on joint bank accounts if you're not married. Period. Because what the fuck are we joining besides these bills? We can pay our bills without it being in one fucking account.
That's
I
how
can
she
pay
felt
my
about
shit.
a 50-50, so.
That's, I mean, what she
I
said.
can pay my shit. You can pay your share. We can pay whatever we agreed upon paying. And like, why does it need to be joint? I don't need to see what you got because I'm going to ask you for what I need if I need to do so and vice versa. Like, I don't need to see exactly what's in your account. There's not been, despite what you guys think and the things I say on here, I've never been in a relationship where I'm like, how much do you make and what's in your account? I've never asked that question.
Do you feel like we think like that about you?
That's not what I
think
said.
what like,
You
I'm
said
saying-
despite what you guys think.
Well, okay.
Because of what
I'm
I said
talking
on
to
here.
the public because there's clips that are portrayed where there's like a snippet of what I say, and then people like go in or they're like, "Yeah, she's saying you can't even eat without," you know. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, generally speaking, you're eventually gonna eat because my dates don't last for 2 hours. I don't know what the fuck y'all
she
talking
said she
about.
got to come back to this topic.
Yeah. Anyways,
Coco,
fucked
listen,
up.
she put it in her back pocket. She was like,
That,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna remember that.
yeah, I remember that. She actually brought up episode 2. Like,
I don't remember all the episodes.
Oh,
nah, my
facts.
nigga, remember when you said? I was like,
She was
I'm
waiting.
Peanut butter don't go on jelly.
yeah, right, exactly. Now, what now? Okay. How you feel about that? Joint bank accounts.
Joint bank accounts, I agree with what she said. Once you come into a household and live with each other, that's when the joint bank account should start because that helps differentiate your money from their money and what the bill money and necessities is. You know, I'm business minded, so I'm always thinking about multiple accounts regardless. But I don't think you should get a joint account until you start living with each other and you're married, of course.
Yeah, I mean, that was what the question though was about, like when y'all live together, how long till you guys get a joint bank account? And I believe in joint bank accounts, but I still believe you guys should still have separate accounts because if you guys are living together, that means you guys are now trying to build within within a goal, within a unison in a sense. So it's like, all right, now we're building towards something. I think the joint bank account should be towards a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like towards like a house, towards a business.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like it's just anything along the lines of that. So, and then you guys have your individual, obviously,
See
accounts.
that, but see the thing is,
I
a
agree
lot of
with
people,
that.
a
Like,
lot
it
of
has to
people
be
don't
towards a
understand
goal.
what a joint bank account could be multiple things.
Right.
We can get a joint savings.
True.
Meaning like you don't see what I make, but I'm going to put in $200 a week in this account.
What you put in.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna use what you put in. So yeah, we can do that joint bank account like that. But I have done it before and it was disastrous.
I bet.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too.
Man, listen,
I bet.
like
Wow.
I put everything in, and the wife get the swiping.
I was gonna say, because like, what does that mean? Like, you guys put it all in one account, whatever you guys agreed upon,
Right.
and then do you guys wait until you guys decide to spend it together?
No,
or is
you
it just
spend it whenever.
Obviously, the wives they don't even bat an eye.
because I don't feel comfortable with that. Like, the person I was with, like, we got a joint account at one point. We were living together, and I never felt comfortable like taking from the account ever. Like, I always, even if it was gas, I'd be like, babe, I'm about to put 60 on the take. Like, that's cool, right? Like, I just never felt comfortable just taking from the account.
See, that's why I say the joint savings is better, or account just for joint like necessities and bills. Hey, we gonna sit down and see what our overhead is for bills. So I know for a fact, since we live in this 50-50 lifestyle, our bills may come up to $1,500, maybe $500, some even less than that. I'm gonna put my $250, you put your $250, and anything that we need as a necessity is on this card. Everything else outside of that, you know, you do with your own personal bills and necessities and stuff like that. But just putting money in one account, disastrous.
Yeah, I
Because speaking from a tax perspective, which what I do, if one person owed, that's all
Both of
money.
y'all.
Once they decide to exhaust that account, everything is gone. And trust me, I done have clients that been in that situation.
Is that only for
and
married people or just if they have a joint account?
it's an account period because like whatever account's on file. So if they say, hey, we see that, let's say Jonathan is with Bank of America.
Right.
He owes Capital One. Capital One don't play that shit. You owe us $5,000. And that account has $2,000. They don't give a fuck
They
if
gonna
it's your-
take it.
They gonna take
I
that.
got you. Okay.
Yeah, they ain't gonna
It's
look at
ours.
they ain't gonna look at who deposited.
Got
it.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's ours. So
Let me ask. Oh, I agree. I agree with that because I've done it too. I've had the joint bank account through marriage and dating, and both
disastrous.
times horrible. So I ain't with that. Appreciate the question. How do y'all feel about getting compliments? Like when you're with your significant other and you're out, and another person compliments you.
Right next to the significant other.
Yeah,
or
like
separately?
say you and your man, y'all out, and then a man says, "Oh wow, you're beautiful."
Thank you. It's not that big of a deal.
How do you feel about that? Was the question.
I don't.
That's
feel
not
no,
disrespectful,
I don't feel
nothing.
any type of way about it.
Do you feel, so you're out with your girl, and a guy comes up and says, "Oh wow, you're beautiful."
I have had like older people like tell us how we look. You feel what I'm saying?
Together.
Together.
Right.
So like, you know what I'm saying, an older lady come up, wow, you're such a handsome gentleman. You're such a lucky young lady. You know, something like
balance
that.
it out.
Gesture. But somebody of my age, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, well, you're a beautiful woman. You feel me? Well, hello, fuck you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, buddy, I know she motherfucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you feel like it's disrespectful then?
I think, yeah, because it is. Because the thing is, like, you're complimenting. I don't know. It can be tricky to see where your compliment is coming from. So if I see Coco with her significant other and I didn't know you, wow, you're gorgeous. I'm alluring. I'm thinking about you in a certain type of way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what else other way am I thinking?
Right.
You're gorgeous. Like, that shit, like, well, she's so gorgeous, she should be mine.
Right.
I don't play that, no.
But there's guys
White folks
out
know how
here-
to do it though.
There's
White folks
guys
not-
that
I'll tell you,
don't
white-
like that.
They
I had
do
white
it the
folks come up
best.
to me, like when I was in New Orleans.
White
This white lady came up, and this is how she said it to her. It's like, Shorty really couldn't be mad because the way that she was an older lady too though, but she's like, "Whoa, you're impressive." It's like
What? You're impressive.
They,
she
but
didn't
they-
say I was sexy.
Yeah.
She didn't say I was. She said, "Whoa,
You're
you're impressive."
but
So what
That's
you
a
like,
new
that's
one.
not like.
That's a new one. Y'all should use that. Just-
But white people do that often. Like when I be in the mall and stuff like that, I get a lot of compliments from older white women while I'm with my wife and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it ain't like-
you're one handsome gentleman and you smell nice. You know,
Right.
and sometimes it can be from the
It's
smell
different
too.
though if it comes from some old.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to
person.
say.
It doesn't matter the
If that's-
nationality,
if it's
but
an older-
the older person.
Like I mean,
Y'all
that's
taking
not
it.
it.
if I get a mom or auntie or something like that, you feel me? They always make sure to tell the wife, "Girl, I know you got you one. You better hold them tight," or some shit like that to make sure it's innocent.
Right.
But just to say, "Wow, hell no, man, no."
Take us out because
So to me, it depends on like how, like you said, how I approach my woman. If I'm together holding hands or whatever, and you obviously like somehow in some way in a line or whatever and whatnot, somehow say like, "Oh yeah, like you're very beautiful. You have a nice like scarf or something along the lines of that." You know what I'm
Nice
saying? Like
scarf.
I'm
Scarf.
yeah, I'm just saying
where's
like a
scarves,
scarf, like whatever. So like
you in
like
Canada?
like a headscarf, my nigga.
Oh, like a
God
headscarf.
damn.
Okay, I thought you was like,
God damn. there's
We all
different
taken back
scarves,
by the word
nigga.
scarf. It's hot as
There's
fuck in Florida.
headscarves type of thing. Like it's about like if you just complimenting like her beauty, it's just like nigga, where'd you come from? In a sense of like how you approaching my woman. Like, do you
Yeah.
not see me here? But if you approaching her like maybe what she wearing type of thing, in a sense or whatever, like I don't mind it because it's like yo. I'm dating this person because she is an attractive person. I don't mind it. Like that's the whole point. I've wanted you to
big on
be
that.
attractive.
But that's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying. Like,
I
don't
feel
get
like
you a
it just
pretty girl if you don't want
depends.
nobody.
Like I
Or
feel
what?
like some men enjoy for their female to be complimented,
yeah,
whether
what?
it's in front of them or not in front of them, because a lot of men want to have the baddest bitch, or they want people to feel like their woman is attractive just the same way they look
Nah,
at them.
keep that shit
Yeah,
a secret.
No,
Not
but
like
then,
Mike though.
but then it's like how Mike might said, like if you approach my woman on something like, yo, yeah, you gorgeous girl, and I'm right here, nigga, I'd be like, nigga,
Yeah,
I know
I
you
mean-
not see me like right here, and you just approaching my woman like, nigga, back the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
you know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that.
So it's just one of them.
I
how
got that
you
side of me
approach-
too that do like what she talking about though. Like
Yeah,
if we
like-
walking and I see a dude turn around and look at her, I'd be like,
Yeah.
crazy,
It's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
crazy, right?
see some shit like
I
that. So
know.
it depends on the approach, cause like you said, like is this ways.
Yeah, I can
of
see that
doing
too. Like, damn,
You know what's
yeah,
crazy?
you're beautiful. Like, you're beautiful.
I actually do that as an icebreaker. It's crazy. Like for instance, if Fred bring a significant other and stuff like that, I know Fred though. I ain't no stranger. Boy, Fred, you got you one. Boy, you look gorgeous, baby. I do that.
Facts.
I do that to my homie J. King. Shout out to J. King. Shout out to Candy. He has a beautiful, gorgeous woman. I always say, Candy girl, you look good, and mess with J. King. J. King, you better not do nothing. I whoop your ass for Candy and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But it comes from a place of like, you know, of love for them.
Right.
You feel me? But yeah, Candy can walk in this room and have everybody goddamn jaw to the
Head
floor.
turn.
I'm telling you. She walked.
I don't know how, that might be. I might be uncomfortable. That might be uncomfortable for me.
To have someone that fine.
Like, oh,
Doing
Fred,
all
you
that.
beautiful girl, Fred. I be like,
But see, the thing is, one, you know, I'm married.
facts.
You know my wife. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I'm greeting both of y'all because J. King. Shout out to my dog J. King. He
Shout out.
fresh to death all the time. So I'm complimenting him because you know, I'm making Candy feel at place and home.
Facts.
Because she don't come to events and stuff like that. So yeah, we make it. That's just I don't know. That's me. I won class flirt, so shit. I'm known to do this goddamn.
You can
Mike,
tell
Mike,
he
the
was
smooth
like
talker.
that nigga like in high school and shit.
We know you can talk some game with somebody ear, Mike.
All right, so you know it's been another episode, y'all. Appreciate everybody tapping in. I say that to say this podcast. Another one sponsored by M3S
Another
Apparel.
one. Another one. Fred ain't give me a shirt.
Y'all
Another
follow.
one.
Y'all.
Listen, y'all follow, like, subscribe, and follow everybody you see and support everything that everybody on here is doing because we make the move.
Gang, gang.
Salute.
Yep.
Toodaloo.
Let's take a picture. We didn't take a picture of the last one. So let's
You
take
would take a picture of this gift. My last gift was better. Like,
It's gonna be for the last episode.
you understand?
It's gonna be for the last episode.
All right, look. I say that to say this, right?